We need to stop relying on 20-year-old technology to protect our homes. This is Reolink's Trackflex Floodlight Wi-Fi security camera, and it's basically the equivalent of having 3 or 4 cameras. This installs just like a normal light fixture, but it tracks people, zooms in automatically, and it records anything with its 2 camera lenses and without a monthly fee. Let's take a closer look. Some of the issues consumers have with security cameras is if you want great features, you need to have it plugged into power. And if you need it plugged into power, you're limiting where you're going to be able to put the camera. And when you're limited on where you want to put the camera, you're limited on what you can monitor. Reolink solves this problem with their new Trackflex Floodlight Wi-Fi. This security camera mounts to an existing lighting fixture and is powered by the wires that once powered the light. Most houses out there have lighting fixtures either on the face of the house or in soffits, which this camera can mount to either of those. Lighting fixtures outside are normally placed in a place where you'd want to put the security camera, so that makes for perfect mounting locations. This security camera retails for $260, and Reolink has been kind enough to give my viewers a 5% coupon code. You can scan the QR code on the screen, or there are links in the description with a coupon code as well. The biggest thing about this Reolink Trackflex Floodlight Wi-Fi camera is that it's a 360-degree hybrid 4K setup with dual lenses. One wide angle, and the second one is a telephoto 6x zoom. With 360-degree coverage, you're able to track everything, even with the onboard AI. It'll automatically track and zoom in on people, vehicles, and animals. It uses the wide-angle lens to help catch motion. But even if the motion happens outside of the wide-angle lens, it uses the 3 PIR sensors to help keep watch. This way, since there's one in the front and one on each side, it's able to catch this even though the lens isn't able to see it. Once motion is triggered, the pan and tilt goes into effect, and it will start tracking the subject until they leave. This camera also uses Reolink's AI-powered search function. So instead of scrubbing through camera footage to find a guy in a blue shirt that came on some other day, whether it's down the road, a month ago, a couple days ago, you can simply type in their search and say blue shirt, or guy in blue shirt, or delivery man in blue shirt. You can do that and it'll go through there and find all the camera footage that it caught with someone in a blue shirt. The security camera is suitable for all types of weather with its IP66 weatherproof rating. This is good because it's going to be outside for all different types of weather. Checking out what you get in the box, you get the camera itself. The camera comes with a mounting plate with a level and a hook. The hook is used so that you can hang the camera up when you're wiring it up. Makes it super easy. You get a mounting hardware. USB-C cable for powering the camera, so that way when you first hook it up, you can hook it up to the network, and some paperwork. So if we take a closer look at the camera, you have 2 adjustable floodlights with a total of 3,000 lumens, which can be adjusted from 3,000 Kelvin to 6,000 Kelvin. In between the floodlights is the speaker. Below that is the PIR sensors. There are 3, one in the center and one on each side. Moving on to the camera area, you have the infrared light, the indicator light, microphone, the 2 lenses. The left one is a telephoto 6x hybrid zoom lens, and the right one is a wide-angle 4K resolution lens. Below the camera lenses is a rubber tab, and under that is a reset button, USB-C port, and the micro SD card slot. Installing this camera is a lot like replacing an outdoor light. You'll want to turn off the breaker first, so that way there's no power going to the light. Most lighting fixtures have bolts or nuts that you'll need to loosen. Usually they're nuts, but as you can see here, you'll loosen these nuts. Once you loosen them all the way off, then you can pull the lighting fixture from the wall. Then you're going to have to untwist the 3 wire nuts. Once you do that, you're going to be able to remove the lighting fixture completely from the wall, and you're ready to go. The fixture will have a little mounting bracket that you'll have to unmount from the bracket, or unmount from the mount. Usually 2 bolts. Mine's a little bit unconventional. It's kind of screwed up and it's been through a lot, so someone put actual wood screws through this thing. Usually they're the machine screws that go through here. Once you get the mounting bracket off, you can now mount the new mounting bracket up with 2 bolts. Once it's level, you can hook the camera itself up to the hook and then wire it up. Once it's all wired up, now you can actually mount it to the mount and put the 2 screws that secure it in place. Let's check out some of the sample video footage during the daytime and nighttime. This is the quality of the video during the daytime. This is what you're going to get, and the audio quality that you're going to get out of the camera. So here's the quality of the video at nighttime with the spotlight on. This is what you're going to get at night with the spotlight. Let's take a look at the smartphone app and its features. Okay, so we are in the app right now, and you can see that's a dual view right now. And so that's the two lenses. So you can tap in there and it'll give you a live view of the two lenses. Right now it's on my truck in the driveway, and as you can see, the bottom one is zoomed in because that's the zoom lens or the telephoto lens. So at this point in time, at the bottom, we have a talk and a PTZ and a playback. The talk will allow you to talk to somebody. PTZ will, if you go into it, allow you to pan, tilt, and zoom, whatever you want to do on here. And then also playback will go through all the stuff that's been happening on this camera. If I tap on the camera or the video here, I have a pause. I can listen in, take a quick snapshot. I can take a recording of what's going on. I can change the resolution so that way it's lower or higher. And then I can see this in landscape mode. At the top, you have multiple different features here. You've got a siren, so you can turn on the siren if you want. I can turn on the flashlight, or the light, not the flashlight, but the light. It's got a flashlight here, but the light on if you want. I can toggle to one of the camera lenses only, and then I can go to settings. Let's go to setting here. And you can see at the top, it's got my, what I named it, side garage, the Wi-Fi connection, and that it's online, what Wi-Fi it's connected. So it's connected to my hub right now. Display will allow you to decide what you want on here to display and how you want it all set up. Sounds allows you to modify if you record audio, how loud it's going to be. And then there's noise reduction, so it reduces a lot of background noises. So if we go back to light, this allows you to set up the spotlight, when you want it to turn on. Do you want it to be always on at night? Do you want it to always be on at all? Do you want it to turn on only when there's motion at night? You can set that all up there. And same thing with infrared lights. You can keep them off. You can keep them on. You do whatever you want on there. Detection alarm. This allows you to go through our settings. So you got person, pet, and vehicle detections. And you can set the sensitivity to all of those. You can do a non-detection zone. So that way there's any motion at all whatsoever in that zone, do not trigger this camera. Auto tracking is on. What tracking type? So right now I just have person. If a vehicle drives by, I don't want it to track it. I really don't care that much about it in that area, but person I do, because you can go around my property a little bit more than a vehicle. I do have the tracking method to be digital tracking first, not pan and tilt. You can set up how you like it there. And then at time to stop tracking, 20 seconds after the object stops or 10 seconds after the object disappears. Camera recording's on, push notifications are on, and then they have rich notifications, which are really nice. Siren's off, I don't really need that. Hub siren off, I don't need that either. I can do a time-lapse mode, which is kind of cool. And this allows you to set it, say, hey, record a sunset or a sunrise if it's facing that area. And you tell it what time. Well, actually kind of knows where you are, but tell it what time to use and maybe an hour, and it'll go ahead and record a time-lapse, which is really cool. And then they have installation methods, kind of explains how to install it, which is really nice. Here are my final thoughts. Pan and tilt security cameras really help minimize the amount of cameras that you need to monitor your property. With the hybrid dual lens feature, it even takes it a little bit further. This allows it being able to zoom in on motion at a distance. So not only do we get side-to-side action, but we also get near-to-far action. We've got action all over the place. Reolink's AI search feature is a game changer, allowing you to quickly search your camera footage versus spending your precious time driving yourself crazy trying to find something that happened a couple days ago or a month ago. With all that in mind, I do think that the pan, tilt, and zoom is a little herky-jerky. I think that this can be improved with time and firmware updates. I have noticed that pretty much every security camera out there that has pan and tilt and tracking does all of this herky-jerky motion. That being said, I have yet to see anything with that for less than $250 that's smooth. So it's really it comes with the territory. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like and feel free to ask any questions in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing for more tech reviews, home automation, home and automotive how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.